My name is Tatiana. I have been teaching English for 6 years already. Mostly I work at language courses and at Moscow Pedagogical State University. I have also worked with eCamp for several sessions. Today I'd like to tell you about tag questions. So what is a tag question? Let's look at an example. It's a video lesson, isn't it? So, isn't it is a tag question. A tag question, it is a short question added to the end of a statement, so that the answer to this question could be yes or no. So, you may ask me, why do we need tag questions? Let's look at the first example. You are a student, aren't you? And the second one, it's cold today, isn't it? So, as you may see, there are two main functions when can we use tag questions. The first example, you're a student, aren't you? I think that you're a student, but I'm not sure. Maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're a parent of a child. So I'm not showing this information. I want you to confirm my knowledge about it. So that's why I say, you're a student, aren't you? So the first type is to confirm the information when I'm not sure about it. And what about the second example? It's cold today, isn't it? So here, I'm quite sure it is cold. Really, I know this. So I want you only to agree with me, to say that I'm right. So that is why I say it's cold today, isn't it? So this type of question you use when you want another person to agree with you and to make a comment about it. So you are sure in what you say. And then, maybe you have noticed that in these two sentences I use strange intonation, different intonation. So look again. You're a student, aren't you? It's cold today, isn't it? So when I'm not sure in what I say and I need your answer, I use rising intonation. Aren't you? So the intonation is rising. My voice goes up. You're a student, aren't you? And then, if you say, it's cold today, isn't it? If you're sure in what you say, you use falling intonation. Isn't it? So it's very important when you make tag questions to use the right intonation. So pay attention to this one and don't forget about it. So it's very important to know how to form tag questions. Let's look at this example. You are a student. Well, we went back to this example again. So to make tag questions, you need an auxiliary verb. Except the case with to be, what we will look at now. So, you are a student. And how to make a negative sentence with this? Right, you are not a student. So, let's write this. You are not a student. And how to make a question? Exactly. Are you a student? So, to make tag questions, if you have a sentence with to be, you need to use to be form. So, are. That's, for example, it's a main verb and you may use as an auxiliary verb. So, another example. You study English. How to make a negative sentence from this? You say, you don't study English. And the question, how do you think? Right. Do you study English? In these sentences, an auxiliary verb is do. So you will need auxiliary verbs to make a tag question. So to make a tag question, you need a contraction form, which is a short form of an auxiliary verb. Let's write this. So contraction, or a short form of an auxiliary verb, such as am, is, are, do, did, have, has, and others. Plus, you need a personal pronoun for this. So personal pronouns is a words like I, you, he, she, it, we, and they. So to make a tag question, you need a contraction form, a short form, or a personal pronoun. If you remember the example, you are a student, aren't you? So the sentence, we miss our friends from a camp. What would be the question? We say, do we miss our friends from a camp? So do is an auxiliary verb. And how to make a tag question? Use negative short form of do and then personal pronoun we. So we miss our friends from a camp. Don't we? And pay attention, I said we miss our friends from the camp, don't we? With falling intonation. Because I'm sure what you miss your friends from the camp. And the main point about forming tag question, it is a battery rule. So we'll write battery. What does it mean? Look at these two examples. He likes ice cream, doesn't he? And the second one, he does like ice cream, does he? So maybe you have noticed that we use in positive sentence, he likes ice cream, the negative question tag, doesn't he? And in negative sentence, he does like ice cream, we use positive question tag. So it's like in a battery. He likes ice cream, doesn't he? So plus and minus. And in negative sentence, he doesn't like ice cream, plus positive question tag, does he? So here it is negative, and here positive. It looks like a battery, isn't it? He likes ice cream, doesn't he? The intonation goes up. He doesn't like ice cream, does he? Because I'm not sure about this fact in the first sentence, but I'm quite sure that he doesn't like ice cream in the second one. So now let's look at some special cases that can be difficult in making tag questions. The first sentence. There is a bird in the cage. Tag question will be with the help of auxiliary verb, of main verb here, is, and the first word there. So, and as a sentence is positive, use negative tag question. Isn't there? There is a bird in the cage. Isn't there? In the second sentence, if you have structure with have got, you say, for example, I have got a ball. Auxiliary verb here is have. So you say with negative tag question, haven't I? I have got a ball, haven't I? But if you don't have got in your sentence, so if it is a special structure, like she has lunch at 2 p.m., use an auxiliary verb that will be here, do. She has lunch at 2 p.m., doesn't she? Like this. If you have imperative in your sentence, like in this example, do me a favor please, your tag question will be, won't you? Do me a favor please, don't you? If you want to offer someone to do something with you, without, you say, let's go to a cinema, for example. So let's go to a cinema, shall we? And the last sentence, I must say about myself. I am a teacher. How do you think, what will be the tag question? Am I? Am on time? No, that sounds too strange. So, as there is no short form for am not, you use aren't. I am a teacher, aren't I? So be careful with these special forms. There is, there are, have got, have, imperative sentences, let's, and the first person singular, I am a teacher, aren't I? So that's all what I wanted to tell you today about tag questions. I hope you liked the lesson and it has helped you to improve your knowledge about tag questions. Would you like to practice? Well, let's meet at TCAM programs, shall we?